When I lifted the receiver to inquire from my son Max about the date of his wedding, my daughter-in-law Lena fixed her gaze on me and declared with an icy grin, "Oh, we tied the knot yesterday already. We invited only special people." Those words struck me like a deluge of frozen water. Special people. I, who for 3 years had covered their $500 monthly rent, purchased every item of furniture in their home, and stocked their fridge whenever food ran scarce. I was not among the special. There I stood in my own living room, clutching the phone as though it weighed 1,000 pounds, observing my son evade my eyes while Lena settled comfortably onto the sofa I had acquired for them. The pale pink dress I had selected for her big day hung idly in my closet, beside the new shoes and the shattered dream of sharing my only son's most significant moment. I had invested $200 in that dress, imagining how elegantly I would appear in Max's wedding pictures in which I would never feature. For weeks, I had orchestrated every aspect. I had set aside $1,000 to present as a wedding gift. I had phoned my sister Diana in Chicago to share the joyful tidings. I had scoured my house from floor to ceiling, anticipating they might drop by to celebrate post-ceremony. All of it crumbled in an instant with those 4 venomous words. Only special people. Max eventually raised his eyes and uttered in a voice that seemed rehearsed, "Mom." It was something intimate, quite small, just us two and the witnesses. Yet I recognized the falsehood. I had viewed the images on social media. I had seen Lena's parents beaming proudly beside the bride and groom. I had witnessed her siblings raising champagne toasts. I had beheld Lena's white gown, which I had partly funded with the $800 I provided her last month for personal needs. I had glimpsed all that I was never meant to see. Exactly 7 days after that mortification, a week later, Lena rang me in an utterly altered tone. She was no longer the assured woman who had barred me from her wedding. Now she sounded frantic, nearly imploring. "Renata, the rent is past due. The landlord is pressing us and warns, if payment doesn't arrive this week, he'll evict us. You neglected to send the transfer." Her voice quivered faintly, as if catastrophe loomed. I paused in silence for several seconds, recalling every occasion I had hurried to the bank for that deposit. Every instance I had scrapped my own outings to ensure they kept a roof overhead. Every time I had subsisted on beans and rice to fund their whims. And now, after banishing me from their life's pivotal event, they dared to phone as though nothing had transpired. "Lena," I responded with a composure that astonished even myself. "Didn't I caution you that I assist only special people?" The hush on the line was so profound I could detect my heartbeat. For the first time in years, she was the one quaking, not I. "Renata, I don't comprehend," she faltered. "We have always been special to you. You're like a second mother to me." Falsehoods. Pure falsehoods. Enveloped in that honeyed tone she reserved for necessities, the identical voice she had employed to request funds for the wedding dress, the honeymoon, the rings, which I had aided in financing, unaware I would miss the ritual of their exchange. For so many years I had navigated on eggshells, measuring each word, each action, each offering, yearning for a fragment of warmth from my own child. I had been the ideal mother, the accommodating mother-in-law, the quiet benefactor who never objected when they rendered me unseen. But that line, "only special people," roused something long suppressed within me. I had tallied in my mind the funds expended on them over those 3 years. Amid rent, groceries, presents, crises, and fancies, it exceeded $20,000. $20,000 drawn from my retirement, my nest egg, the inheritance my departed husband had bequeathed for my serene final years. And for what? To be regarded as an outsider on my sole son's wedding day. That evening, after disconnecting, I perched on my bed and wept. But these were not sorrowful tears. They were tears of rage, of pent-up resentment, of years of mute degradation. I wept for every moment they made my affection seem burdensome, my company obstructive, my funds the sole value I held. I wept for the naive mother I had embodied, for the woman who had erased herself striving to be essential to those who deemed her expendable. Upon awakening the following morning, an inner shift had occurred. It transcended mere betrayal's ache. It was profounder, chillier. I rose and gazed at my reflection in the bathroom mirror, the familiar weary eyes, the familiar lines etching tales of decades yielding love unreturned. Yet a new element gleamed in my stare, an unfamiliar steeliness, a resolve entombed beneath layers of acquiescence. I proceeded to the kitchen and brewed coffee, as I had each dawn for 4 decades. But this occasion, I refrained from dialing Max to check his rest. I avoided glancing at my phone, expecting his remorseful note for yesterday's slight. For the first extended period, I prioritized myself that day. I seated myself at the table where I had frequently devised treats for them, tallied invoices for their costs, and sobbed quietly amid their apathy. Now, this table would bear witness to something entirely distinct. I retrieved my checkbook, my bank records, and commenced calculations. I sought precise figures on my folly's scale. $500 monthly rent times 36 months equaled $18,000. Groceries and provisions around $200 monthly added $7,200. Birthday, Christmas, anniversary gifts minimally $3,000. Lena's health crises, $800. The car loan they never repaid, $2,500. Their apartment's air conditioner fix, $600. Living room furnishings, $1,200. $33,400. That precise total of my benevolence. $33,400 squandered from my husband's legacy, my pension. The savings I had amassed penny by penny through decades of diligent labor, all flung away to sustain 2 capable adults who feigned no respect. The phone buzzed, displaying Max's name. Ordinarily, my pulse would race as I dashed to respond, hoping for his apology and clarification of a mishap. But this time I allowed it to ring once, twice, thrice. It ceased, and I resumed my coffee undisturbed. 10 minutes on, it rang anew. Lena this time. I ignored it likewise. Then a text from Max. "Mom, please pick up. We must speak." I erased it sans response. By 2 p.m. I opted for a stroll. I hadn't wandered months without purpose, without tasks tied to them. It was ever the bank for wires, the store for their requisites, the drugstore for Lena's prescriptions. Today I strolled purely for my desire. I passed the park where I often brought young Max. I recalled that affectionate lad who embraced me fiercely, proclaiming me the greatest mom alive. When had he morphed into this fellow who viewed me as a sentient ATM? When did I begin equating love with currency? When did I convince myself I must purchase my son's regard? At the bank, site of countless auto transfers, I halted before the entrance. Branch manager Mr. Klein spotted me through the pane and gestured. I had known him years. He had handled each transfer to Max and Lena. He had seen my balance dwindle monthly to bolster theirs. I entered and headed straight to his desk. "Mr. Klein," I stated, "I require cancellation of the programmed auto transfers." He eyed me astonished. For 3 years, these had been as constant as dawn. "Certain, Mrs. Richter? Has an issue arisen?" His worry was authentic, truer than any Max displayed lately. "What arose is my eyes finally opening," I answered. "Cancel all, and provide details on securing my accounts. No further access for others to my funds." As Mr. Klein handled the terminations, my phone rang incessantly. Max, Lena, Max once more, as if they sensed their revenue stream imperiled. I powered it off entirely. "Mrs. Richter," Mr. Klein remarked while passing the forms. "Forgive my presumption, but over these years I've observed your immense generosity toward family. I trust no coercion prompts these shifts." His phrase moved me profoundly. This near stranger, acquainted mainly via transactions, exhibited more real care for my welfare than my son. "No coercion, Mr. Klein. Conversely, I've ceased coercing myself." Departing the bank, I felt oddly buoyant, as if shedding a massive load there. For the first time in years, my funds were wholly mine. No ties binding me to those who saw me as asset, not individual. I returned home pondering all I had forgone to appease Max and Lena, Vacations skipped to conserve for them. Companions neglected as I stayed on call for their urgencies. Pastimes abandoned since every self-spent dollar meant one less for their wants. Arriving home, 3 vehicles lined my driveway. Max's, Lena's, and an unfamiliar one. Windows revealed activity inside my residence. My veins iced. They possessed keys. I had granted them because I trusted, because I believed they would reciprocate care as I had. I inhaled deeply prior to unlocking. Time for my reborn life's initial true standoff. Opening the door, I beheld an unforgettable tableau. Max slumped on my sofa, head cradled in hands. Lena paced like a trapped beast, and an unknown elder man sifted my dining table papers, my intimate files. What unfolds here? I queried in a tone louder than anticipated. All 3 regarded me as the trespasser in my domain. Lena spoke first, her voice laced with the desperation I'd heard telephonically. Renata, thank heavens you're back. We must converse. Mr. Fisher represents the firm we consulted regarding your circumstances. My circumstances? The inquiry emerged calmly, surprising me. What circumstances? I fare excellently. Max raised his head, eyes once childish innocence now mirroring fiscal dread. Mom, we visited the bank. They said you terminated all transfers. Mr. Klein noted you revoked our account access. We fail to grasp your reasons. Mr. Fisher, a 50-ish man in gray suit and untrustworthy smile, extended a hand. Mrs. Richter, Dr. Fisher, family law specialist. Your offspring worry for your psychological state and requested my evaluation. I declined the handshake. Instead, I approached the table and gathered my documents he'd perused unpermitted. These are private. You lack authority to examine sans consent. Mom, Max cut in with his honed, patronizing timbre. We're concerned. Your recent conduct is bizarre. First, abrupt financial severance sans rationale. Then, ignoring calls. We suspect need for expert aid. Lena neared, attempting hand grasp with that contrived softness for needy times. Renata, dear, we recognize your stress. Perhaps solitude impacts you deeper than realized. At your age, confusion spells are commonplace. Confusion resonated like a siren. Now I discern the lawyer's purpose. Not aid, but incompetence declaration to seize finances. The same woman claiming only special wedding invites now cast me as senile. I am not confused, I affirmed with resolve quieting all. I am lucider than in years, and you will exit my home immediately. Mr. Fisher interposed with lawyer's reasoned cadence. Mrs. Richter, I comprehend feeling overburdened, but your offspring hold intervention rights if deeming financial judgment impaired. They document troubling patterns. Troubling patterns. My throat emitted a hoarse, near-cruel laugh. Such as, opting my funds are mine, ceasing to bankroll 2 adults who treat me as refuse. Lena leapt as if struck. We never mistreated you, your family. All you own will be ours eventually. We're merely accelerating. There, the stark verity. All mine would someday be theirs. In their view, I was preemptively deceased, them advance collecting inheritance. My remaining span, 70 years or days, irrelevant. To them, legged ATM turned troublesome. Out! I commanded, door pointing. All 3 vacate my house. Max rose with petulant boy face for denied wishes. Mom, we can't depart. Obligations exist. Rent. Auto payments. Your co-signed card. You can't sever overnight. I can. My voice elevated first in the exchange. Who decrees otherwise? Years I covered unnamed rent. Stocked unwelcoming fridge. Funded life excluding me. Mr. Fisher extracted a briefcase folder, table placing. Mrs. Richter, we've drafted documents easing transition. Temporary power of attorney letting Max and Lena handle finances efficiently till you recover. I seized the folder. Trash bound unopened. Sole transition. Yours to the exit. Lena wept, but frustration tears, not grief. You can't inflict this, Renata. We relied on you. Planned around your aid. Acquired items. Assumed debts knowing your backing. Debts on my funds, I countered. Not my welfare, joy, companionship, just currency. Now, deeming my money suits my life better, I'm abruptly muddled elder needing oversight. Max neared, but I retreated. No longer nightmare-running boy to my embrace. 35-year-old viewing mother as barrier to eased existence via others. Mom, errors occurred, he voiced, feigning contrition. Wedding mishap, Lena stressed. I pressured. Fixable if you regain reasonableness. Reasonable? Bitterness flavored the term. Reasonable entails perpetual funding your existence while stranger treated. Feigning exclusion from soul son's key day painless. Mr. Fisher repacked with rejection familiar efficiency. Mrs. Richter, unfinished. Family holds legal avenues. Irrational choices from mental issues. Judge may mandate guardianship. His strike landed. Not mere manipulative visit. Genuine legal menace. Seeking my incompetence for affairs. Mr. Fisher, I eyed him squarely. Research diligently before menacing 71-year-old flawlessly managing finances 40 years. Solo raising son post-husband's death. Honorably working to retirement. Lately supporting 2 able adults. This endures not, Renata. Rights and attorneys ours too. Ideal, I said. Engage them. With your funds, mine unavailable for your fits. The trio departed with offended poise of no accustomed. Before exiting, Max pivoted once more. Mom, this bodes ill for you. You'll isolation end, uncared in true need. Max, I uttered with profound sorrow yet crystal lucidity. Already alone, now by choice, not your oversight. Door closing behind, I lingered in living room amid year's sweetest silence, freedom's hush. That night, sleep evaded not from woe or remorse, but reclaiming life's adrenaline. I lay planning advances like battle general. If Max and Lena sought conflict, I'd deliver war. Intelligent, unemotional. By 6 a.m., attired and set. Initial halt. Attorney Mr. Weber's office. Known from husband's will years prior. Unlike their Mr. Fisher, Weber boasted spotless repute. Elder rights specialist. Mrs. Richter, he said post-explanation, your offspring's yesterday attempt commonplace. Elder financial abuse, federal offense. Unauthorized entry, document review, violations. His words soothed yet alarmed. Soothed confirming my sanity, alarmed revealing gravity. Document all, Mr. Weber proceeded. Transfers, gifts, pressures. Amend will shielding assets from manipulation. 3 hours pouring records. Weber whistled at $33,400 in 3 years. Mrs. Richter, this could have afforded comfort, travel, retirement joy. Instead, fully funded 2 disrespecting adults, wedding excluding. Leaving Weber's, plan solidified. First, replace house locks. Second, security cams for surprise visit protection. Third, new bank account elsewhere, no contacts. Fourth, live postponed existence. Next, hardware store. Owner Mr. Summer knew me from Max Lena Fixes. This differed. Mrs. Richter, what today? Another son emergency? Familiarity from witnessing my squandered kindness. No, Mr. Summer. My house now. Top quality lock changes all. Surprised, questionless. Selecting locks, his son Ethan, security installer, arrived. Providence. Ethan, surveillance cams too, full system. Cost irrelevant. Prepping next day install, unknown number rang. Lena via borrowed phone, post-confrontation block. Renata, Lena. Don't disconnect. Civilized talk needed. Speak, I clipped. Listen, wedding upset comprehensible. Error. Max and I discussed, compensate. Special dinner celebrating with you? Your place. Joint cooking as before. Manipulation blatant, near laughable. Lena, exact rent arrears? Silence, confirmed hit. 2 months, $1,000. But not solely that, Renata. Truly miss you. Miss me or funds? Direct. Both, startling candor. Renata, no deceit. Need aid, yes, but love you. Vital. If vital, I pressed, Why unvital for wedding? Why unvital non-money calls? Last just wellness check? Silence, mutual knowledge. None. Lena once only. 3 years, ATM with emotions. Used, ignored, humiliated, insulted. Worst. Money drying, love sudden. Renata, please. Halted. No please. Chose me, unspecial for wedding. Now my choice. Hung, phone off. No Liberation Day disruptions. Afternoon. Year absent, salon. Cancelled for urgencies or self-funds diverted. Mrs. Richter. Stylist. Cynthia exclaimed. Surprise. Thought us forgotten. Not forgotten, Cynthia. Forgot self-deserving pamper. Full. Cut, color, Manny, petty. Guilt-free self-spending first in years. Cynthia shared life. Kids, aspirations mid-hair. Refreshing, non-Max Lena-centric chat. Stunning. Mrs. Richter. Done. Freer, too. Positive shift? Yes, Cynthia. Learned no saying. Home afternoon. Unfamiliar porch car. Heart spiked, fearing reinforcements but nearing. Elderly stepsitter. Mrs. Richter? Emerging car. Yes. Assistance? Eleanor Brooks. Next door years, untalked. Yesterday loud voices worried. All well? Sincere care deeply touched. Stranger more invested than son. Enter, Mrs. Brooks. Coffee. Unbelievable tale. Brewing, full recount. Eleanor listened uninterrupted, occasional nods. Finished. Tearful eyes. Mrs. Richter, she voiced. Correct choice. Similar with daughter 5 years back. Dutied adult life funding. Believed money absent, love absent. Outcome? Cut funds realizing money-only calls. Initial hell. Threats, blackmail, guilt. 6 months, genuine apology call. Real love-based bond now. Hope, decision validation. Think Max Lena someday grasp? Possibly, possibly not. Honest. No longer your duty, Mrs. Richter. Yours. Own life. Night. First 3 years, bed unconcerned. Max Lena rent/food/whim funds. Bed self/plan/future focused. Best sleep years. Next day, 8 a.m., Ethan/Mr. Summer locks/cams. Working. Unknown numbers rang persistent. Lena multi-phone attempts. Ignored. New skill. Mrs. Richter. Ethan installing cams. Phone viewable access, even absent. Unauthorized entry. Auto police alert. Irony. Self-protection from son, less painful. Practical newfound peace measure. Working years absent act. Call Chicago sister Diana. Lost contact. Talks Max Lena successes, expenditures, pride helping. Now saw. Disguised fiscal updates. Renata Diana surprised. Sister well? Month silent. Good, better. Senses returned. Full tale. Secret wedding, humiliation, lawyer visit, funding halt. Diana silent listen. Done surprising. Renata overdue. Heartbroken hearing dollar-measured love brags. Wanted advise, unsure how. What? Max never affectionate you family gatherings. Mom aided this that, never miss love mom. Service, not person. Hurt, healing pain. Wound, cleansing, ache. Also noticed? Diana on. Lena future tense you. Renata gone. Remodel house inherit, business invest. As awaiting death for living. Icewater revelation. Not mere ATM death hurdle to funds. Happiness seeking, future planning sans me. Post Diana, kitchen processing. Husband's true love marriage years. Solo son raising 35 post-death. 3 financing $100,000 obstacle adults. Doorbell. Cams. Eleanor mug-handed. Opened. Fresh coffee. Thought company needed post yesterday. Sincere, appreciated smile. Living room. Eleanor more experience. Daughter same Lena lines. Second mom. Special. Hours someday. Rehearsed emotional manipulation playbook. Handbook real? Half joke. Unofficial same script. Chapter 1. Indispensable feel. 2. Perpetual fiscal crises. 3. Resistance. Mental query. Bitter laugh. Funny tragic pattern recognition. Guilt-cutting funds. Daily first 3 months, honest. Then results. Daughter second job. Husband golf end, extra work. Means living learned. Importantly, person, not resource. Afternoon, years delayed. Husband grave visit. Excuses for urgencies/taxi better their needs. Cemetery serene lovely. Robert's plot neglected, months uncleaned. Grass sat headstone, alive talk. Robert, love, lost self a while. Post you, all max. Best mom aim, fatherless growth, forgot self. Wind gentle, listening feel. Son unrecognizable, or always unseen. Wife no. Peace money spent them. No more learned. Cleaned, fresh flowers, our peace enjoying. No home rush their crisis. Home 3 driveway cars again. Prepared heart race. Cams. Max, Lena, 2 unknowns. Agitated, gesturing, house pointing. Car stayed, Weber called. Mr. Weber, home again. More people. Advice? Car remain, Mrs. Richter. En route, police summoning. Post yesterday, temporary restraint sought. Property forbidden. Soon, Weber/2 patrols. Officers Max Lena talk watched. Son angry gesticulation. Lena tears unmoving. Officer car neared. Ma'am, safe exit. Visitors departing. Emerging, Max street shouted. Mom, absurd. Family. Police on son impossible. Max, calm surprising. Family no incompetent suits. No unpermitted breaks. No ATM moms. Lena cross street screamed. Owe payments. Cosign bills. Abandon forbidden. Weber. Mrs. Brooks. Future via office. Consult attorney pre-threats. Client full voluntary payment docs 3 years. Watched defeated drive-off, unyielding. Not over, confident first. Professional aid. Eleanor emotional. Mental right-wrong clarity. Night. Eleanor dinner invite. Daughter visiting met. Healthy relations eyed. Respectful talk, genuine life queries, joint laughter. Daughter zero money asks evening. Wanted Max too, Eleanor post-daughter confessed. Maybe someday, replied. First, respect deserving person learn, income not. Weeks hopeful bed. Next day's odd calm. Cams. Max Lena daily multi-drives by, slow park brief, no exit. Routine studying, next move timing. Weber advised log dates times. Persistence aids. Post-warning approaches bolster permanent restraint. Friday breakfast calm, doorbell. Cams. Suited young folder woman, pro-smile. Non-social vibe. Morning, Mrs. Renata Richter. Door opened. Senior Services Social Investigator. At-risk report received. Wellness check required. Blood chilled. Escalation. Government involved. ID? Calm attempt. Certainly. Genuine official. Social worker Mrs. Schmidt. Enter talk? Admitted. Refusal case worsening. Schmidt living room sat folder form. Mrs. Richter reports significant financial shifts, family communication cutoff, paranoia via unneeded security. Refused loved one's medical legal aid. Wording Lena crafted manipulation mastery. Miss Schmidt. Dignity mustered. Lawyer call pre-questions. Ma'am, wellness, not interrogation. Nothing hide, no issue. Nothing hide, enraged. Abuser privacy invasion logic. Innocent, no complaint. Miss, lawyer calling. Wait or return, no unrepresented answers. Weber 20 minutes. Entering, Schmidt seeing, hardened. Miss Schmidt, ID checked, court order hope. Client represented, unauthorized probe harassment. Sir, less confident Schmidt. Concerned family reports well-being duty investigate. What family? Weber dry. Same power attorney pressure sans rep. Same unpermitted entry private docs. Same money lived exclusion. Weber briefcase folder tabled. Full abuse docs. $33,400 3-year withdrawals. Systematic exclusion. Blackmail. Investigated. Not client. Schmidt discomfort growing reviewed. Given info mismatched reality. Mrs. Richter, finally. Abrupt son support halt explain. Discovered using me, simple. Realized mother, no. Bank, yes. Tired obstacle view financing. Family help responsibility? Outraged, Miss Schmidt, mother duty. Raised to 18, educate. Independence tools. Son 35, married, self-capable. Adult life funding no duty. Choice. Chosen cease. Weber. Miss Schmidt. Normal 35 adult rent unpayable sans 71 mother? No immediate answer. Reassessing visible. Mrs. Richter. Moment after. Own finances full? Statements, investments, taxes show. Current orderly. Independent living? House clean visible. Self-care physical. Drive. Neighbor healthy ties. Medication? Vitamins. Rare aspirin. No requiring conditions. Weber. Client recent thorough exams legal. Perfect mental physical. Schmidt folder closed. Mrs. Richter. Conversation docs. No risk/intervention signs. Case closing. Post-departure. Weber/I minutes silent. Renata. Finally. Escalates. Max Lena no funds hiring pros incompetence declare. Desperate? Precisely. Else? Incompetence suit. Costly, tough win. Sympathetic judge/psychiatrist, guardian possible. Terror. Funds control. Attempt. Solid competence/greed evidence. Afternoon, Diana vent. Sister. Post story, notice money far? Risk, relations. Lawyer/doctor spends. Reputation ruin. Bank access. Thinking prompted. Max Lena true selves fully exposed. No return. Genuine reconcile impossible. Never mother respected in-law. Always legged money. Painful, liberating revelation. No right decision doubt. Guiltless self-protection. Proven emotional/physical secondary funds. Evening. Eleanor surprise. Garden Club friends intro. Renate, meet Cynthia salon known. Maria, Carmen, Alfreda. All similar abusive family. Evening story sharing. Maria brother money boundaries. Carmen daughter money only visits cut off. Alfreda will change post-grandkids retirement plan view. Hurts most, confessed. Money loss no, thought love absence realization. Renate, Alfreda 80 wisdom. True love unbuyable/unsellable. Paid, unreal. Balm wounded soul. Right. Attention bought, love not. Illusion financed. Discovered? New friends. Money surrounded, unloved, loneliness worse solo. Solo now, good company. Laughed. Newfound wisdom toast. Night. Post friends, garden thinking. Stars brighter or clearer eyes. Adult life first full financial alone. No dependencies, self-obligations. Exciting, not scary. Travel will, house remodel, nice attire, charity donations, self-future invest, ungrateful present, no, freedom, hope-flavored. Years first, future planning, desire, psychiatrist month post-war one thought. Routine beautiful, breakfast, newspaper calm, garden tend Eleanor friends lunch. Afternoons abandoned pursuits. Painting restarted pre-financier passion. Thursday painting, flowers new easel, Weber Grimm home. Renata talk needed. Max Lena formal, family court incompetence suit, guardian request. Stones falling, words. Possibility known voiced, terrifying real. Funds control if judge affairs unmanageable. Max, guardian possible, full finance power. Sofa heavy sit, deepest betrayal weight. Own son legal incompetence for theft. Weber, evidence. Competence seen, 3 witnesses erratic claims. Unpaid doctor bills submitted, unconsumed hoarded meds. Lies, none. No Renata, fabricated convincing. Dr. Lehman statement, eval refusal decline proof. Diabolical manipulation. Self-protection instinct protection need proof. Witnesses who? Docs perused. Lena, neighbor, Mr. Davis, pharmacist, Mr. Green, claim. Davis, cross street, unpleasant. Friends, parking issues. Green, pharmacist, no grudge understood. Green, talk. Weber. Irregular. Afternoon pharmacy together. Green, surprised, nervous, received. Mrs. Richter, well see. Told, signed meds erratic statement. Face tomato red. Daughter-in-law, weeks ago meds inquired. Worried, strange acting. Told? Vitamin/aspirin only, no regular. Insisted inadequate care proof. Weber. Signed? Document irregular purchases confirmation. Insurance thought. Lawsuit unknown. Tricked pharmacist. Bounds limitless Lena manipulation. Green. Statement need exact happened, no meds issues clarify. Certainly, sorry misunderstanding. Pharmacy post, Davis confront. Door knock, hostile, obvious. Want, Mr. Davis? Weber. Client behavior statement signed understand. Right did? Crazy woman. Weeks, strange. Specifics? Warzone cams, constant strangers, street family yelling. Context out, protection cams. Friends, strangers. Defense yelling invasions. Davis, cams, why no? No, care no. Son/in-law unpermitted break, threats protection. Crazy say. Unreasoning. Superficial malicious observations. Evening, Weber/I defense plan. Renata, own psyche val need. Colleague Dr. Moore capacity expert. Official competence confirm. Bribed judge? None matter decided incompetent? Renata, system imperfect, uncorrupt not. Solid competence/financial motive evidence. Fight. Next, Moore appointment. 50s kind, astute eyes. Mrs. Richter. Questions, tests, capacity, assess. Time, honest. 2 hours memory/reasoning/finance/emotion queries. Cognitive/math/logic tests. End. Age above results. Competent, not just, excellent cognitive. Doctor, family, why? Told/docs. Classic elder exploitation. Common regrettably. Validated exit, sad too. Mental relief. Lawsuit real/necessary confirm. Afternoon. Eleanor Garden Club emergency. Lawsuit told, outraged all. Renata. Maria. Favor testify. Weeks together. Great scene. Better. Cynthia. Clearer/stronger many 40s no. Alfreda hands taking 80 wisdom. Renata dear. Greedy kids generations parents insane declare money. You. Docs, support, testifying friends. Hope. Alone not fight. Strong women, transformation witness army. Saddest? Max Lena reconcile future destroy money. Forgive so far willing, no return. Best perhaps, Cynthia. Exactly who? Act accordingly. Night. Nightmare start first, real cried. Grief not sad. Final goodbye thought son. Loving family dream. Reciprocated unconditional illusion. New emerged. Iron no stripping money/dignity/freedom. War official. Fight ready. Trial 3 weeks. Early rise. Best black suit. Mirror determination never felt. Today judged. Mental capacity. Person dignity. Abuse-free right. Bank beyond value. Weber 7 a.m. strategy final. Renate. Proof burden theirs. Incompetence prove. We, not. Bias judge. Miller fair repute. Past cases researched. Families auto no. Elderly rights dedicated. Courthouse 9. Hallway Max new occasion suit probable. Lena funeral black. Relation funeral perhaps. Eyes met. Max gaze avoid. Lena cold business confirm. Lawyer older elegant win confidence. Opening. Me confused. Manipulated strangers alienated loving family. Honor, solemn. Mrs. Renata Richter recent months clear decline. Family support rational no cutoff. Paranoia unneeded security. Isolated loved under neighbors. Lawyers vulnerable exploit influence. Empowerment dementia sounding. Freedom manipulation. Witnesses called. Lena first, Oscar tears. Changed complete, hostile paranoid. Family loving isolated. Honor, trembling. Renata second mom always. Decline devastating. Care need help want. Convincing tears lies. Weber cross. Mrs. Schuster, last non-money client call court when. Stammered. Many things always. Specific date? Exact recall no. True husband marriage client uninvited. Small vary. True client wedding ask. Special only invited told. Context out. Special mother-in-law non-context right. Convincing no. Max next. Stan swearing truth mental lie prep painful most. Raised alone boy life dedicated. Mom generous always. Testified. Lately erratic irrational. Manipulated exploit believe. Weber cross mask fell. Mr. Richter. Mother 3-year money how. Exact unknown. $33,400 right? Generous always maybe. Non-money mother visits how. Deafening silence. True wife house unpermitted break private docs check? Worried. True lawyer pressure power attorney bring. Finances manage help. 35U 71 mother rent pay help need. Dignity no. Davis erratic testified. Weber details. Direct no talk. Superficial all. Lehman eval refusal decline. Weber more eval/docs refute submitted. Our turn. Weber green first. Tricked statement. Meds habits distort explain. More excellent state testify. Flawless cognitive results present. Summer hardware mental competence. Rational canceled transfers correct process. Eleanor Garden friends clarity testify. Vitality new. Healthy relations maintain. Finally mine. Dignified rise. Stand, walk. 71 experience pain wisdom adversity strength weight. Weber testimony guide full story tell. $33,400 3-year. Wedding exclusion humiliation manipulation emotional constant. Privacy violation threats legal. Mrs. Richter. Weber final. Son-in-law support stop why decide. Understood not love getting. Clear loud. Transaction commercial family disguised. Money welcome person no. Regret decision? Long took only regret. Opposing cross confuse attempt. Clarity precision every answer. New friends manipulation imply. Years first mutual respect relations explain. Financial no. Closing opposing. External victim manipulation. Weber rebuttal devastating. Honor, incompetent old not case. Strength found years abuse emotional/financial free woman. Plaintiff's real medical no incompetence. Frustration presented income source legal/moral own resources protect right exercise decided. Miller 2-hour deliberate. Years felt. Return serious clear. Evidence all review post. Began. Court obvious Mrs. Renata Richter faculties full. Psychiatric pro-eval cognitive competence confirm. Decisions financial, family, painful, rational rights within full. Heart faster. Furthermore, continued judge, lawsuit financial interest motive evidence. Well-being genuine concern not. Guardianship request deny complete. 1. Lawsuit not just. Freedom, dignity, supposed love abuse free right. Courthouse exit. Max Lena lawyer angry talk. Lena hatred pure look pre-away. Max last look. Regret flash possible. Late already. Night. Eleanor house celebration friends all. Justice toast. Freedom, strong women sisterhood support. Renata, Alfreda. Trial not just one. Life back one. Right. Years first, future mine complete. Travel, love, create, live fear/guilt/manipulation no. 3 months later, house sold, city center beautiful apartment moved. Half money elderly family abuse protect orgs donated. Other half wanted life begin. Europe travel, art classes, volunteer join. Max/Lena never heard. Others heard smaller apartment move. Lena year's first job. Adversity teach generosity never. Honest work, independence value. Some balcony, new stars nights. Year ago, woman think. Fearful, manipulated. Love by believe. Woman dead. Place born. Truth fundamental understood someone. True love price never. Freedom expensive never to. Name Renata. 72 years. Important most person love protect myself learned finally. Story like diff. Donation support more stories right can I. Advance thank. You place persons this do would what. Opinion here love would I. Comments share please. Think all you what curious always also story this heard where me right. This like stories life more for. Video like channel my subscribe. You for waiting stories other many. Greetings heartfelt with. Time next until. M.